Hey guys, can you believe that? Donald Trump is buying Bitcoin. He is buying Bitcoin right now while you and I are scared to buy Bitcoin. That's what this topic is all about. We are going to talk about why Bitcoin price is being held down while Donald Trump is buying up the Bitcoin. And I've got news for you, and you are going to want to see this. Guys, we have had enough of these things. People are scaring us. FUD, FUD, FUD. Do you know what FUD is? FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And that is what they all want us to do is constantly be fearful of what is happening in the economy and all of that. I am with you. I hear you. I want to show you a lot of articles that you will understand why you and me today need to buy Bitcoin. You and I need to huddle, HODL, huddle, hold on for dear life, Bitcoin. Don't let these guys scare you with prices going up and down because you will see Donald Trump is doing what he should be doing like anybody else. I don't blame him, but he is front running all of us before we have the US Strategic Reserve using the US dollar buying the Bitcoin. And I'm going to show you that right now. So bear with me as we go through this together. All right. So let me switch over to this and look at that, guys. Look at that, guys. Trump's social media has raised $2.5 billion of money to be able to buy Bitcoin. He is getting ready to buy Bitcoin. Just scroll over and you'll see that right here. I will highlight real quick for you. He has raised from 50 investors, $2.5 billion so he can buy Bitcoin now at this price. I'm not waiting. My bags are loaded, and I want to share with you why you should think about doing your own research to consider buying Bitcoin. So, this is an article that you can read. This one showed up on Politico, but right after this, and this was back in end of May. This is end of May. He just raised. And guess what he did? And right here, I will show you. Let me share this with you. Look at that. You will recognize this tweet. This was redone by another gentleman, but effectively, President Trump is going to open Bitcoin Spot ETF. So he's going to buy the Bitcoins in advance, then he's going to open the ETF, and we're going to be buying the ETFs. So he knows something. And I'm trying to tell you, him and many others that I'm going to show you right now that are buying the Bitcoin now. They've been buying it since it was 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, now 100,000. They have been holding the price of Bitcoin down. The explosion is about to happen in Bitcoin prices, and you will see why. So, let me show you who really is buying these things. Trump, his sons, both of them, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, work for a company called World Liberty Financial. And that's owned about, I believe, 60% is owned by these two sons. And right now, you can see the holdings of them. They own Ethereum, they own what's called Wrap Bitcoin, and a bunch of other coins, but they don't own Bitcoin yet. But they will be buying Bitcoin and they will be selling it through ETF to people like you and me in other countries and as well as large corporations. So Trump is getting in on it. He is front running it and on and on and on. And he is in power. You don't fight the power. He's using this power for his advantages and for our advantages as well. You'll see the next one right here as I share with you. Do you see this? This is the SEC. SEC commissioner approves banks and institutions to offer Bitcoins. That means you and me are going to be able to go to the bank and open a bank account, a checking account, and be able to deposit Bitcoin. And of course, the banks will take our Bitcoin and do what banks do just like banks take USD and lend it out and all of that. They'll do the same thing. So this has been approved, guys. This just happened yesterday, I believe, and that's been approved. Who selected this SEC person? Hester Peirce, Donald Trump. That's his nominee. Moving on to the next news, and let me share this with you. Do you recognize who she is? This is Cynthia Lummis, the senator from Wyoming. She is the champion of Bitcoin. I support her initiatives, her bravado, and her leadership. This is why this is literally changing, and I want you to be aware of it. I want you to be aware of it. All the government, US government rules are changing to accommodate Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. So she put together and got it approved for US Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, which was signed back in March of this year by Donald Trump, where we can now, according to this, and of course, it's been legitimized, Trump backs Cynthia Lummis to buy 1 million Bitcoin. 1 million Bitcoin, guys. How many Bitcoins are there in total ever? 21 million. And if US buys 1 million Bitcoin, that is going to rocket the price of Bitcoin. I've highlighted something here. You should read this very carefully. The US Treasury has been authorized, guys. The Treasury has been authorized to buy 1 million Bitcoin over a 5-year period. Just this news getting released and everybody understanding the price of Bitcoin will rise to hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not creeping up even more. Now, this is called game theory, right, guys? If you don't know what game theory is, Google that. Game theory applies to anything in business, finances, anywhere. If US starts to HODL, HODL, hold on to dear life, or reserve it in our strategic reserve, 1 million Bitcoin, do you think countries like Japan, Russia, India, China, South Korea, Germany, Italy, Europe, all of Europe are going to not buy Bitcoin? There's only 21 million. Where are all these Bitcoins going to come from? They're going to have to keep raising the price. It's called supply and demand, raising the price to be able to accommodate for all of that. This is other news beyond Donald Trump. I want you to know that this gentleman right here, Michael Saylor, he's saying if the bank started to buy, the Bitcoin price could immediately shoot up to $10 million. I hope they do. No complaints there. Tim Draper. This is a gentleman I met, by the way, a couple of Bitcoin conferences ago. Shook his hand, took a picture. I'll probably put it up one day. He has been in Bitcoin for a long time. And he is talking about why Bitcoin is poised to go to $250,000 this year. Of course, this is if no other initiatives were happening, Bitcoin itself would be going up because a lot of people are buying Bitcoin. Forget about US strategic reserve. Forget about nation states. Forget about pension funds buying Bitcoin. Forget about state treasuries buying Bitcoin. They're all buying Bitcoin. So this is an underestimate. I think it will continue to go faster and faster. Here's another chart that's very interesting to me. It's a graphics of showing you in live. Let me play it. People like you and me who are Googling and asking Google about Bitcoin. So the searches in US is the most, second largest is Japan, then you got Germany and everyone else. Let me see, what else do I have here for you? I think I have this news, which is very interesting. Let me scroll up here real quick. This is Tether. They are the ones that own USDT. That's a stablecoin company. Bitfinex, as well as 21 Capital, who have been buying Bitcoins like there is no tomorrow. Just 2 weeks ago or a week ago, they bought 4,000 Bitcoins. And Cantor Fitzgerald got together with Softbank from Japan. And they are raising, are you guys ready? I'm going to go down. They are raising $3.5 billion. Let me repeat that. They're raising $3.5 billion. To do what? They're going to buy Bitcoin and hodl on that and do creative investment opportunities for themselves. Of course, they want to make money there. Everyone is getting in. They're all front running. You and I are falling behind. And that is the point I'm trying to make, that we cannot fall behind. We need to hold on to the Bitcoin now, not wait for 200,000, 300,000, because by then, most of us cannot buy one Bitcoin. You're going to be buying 1/10 of a Bitcoin, 1/20th of a Bitcoin, or 1/100th of a Bitcoin, right? A couple more. Let's see if I can bring this one up. Everybody knows who he is. He is Vivek Ramaswamy. He ran for presidency, lost obviously. He's a Republican, multi-billionaire. He has a company called Strive, and he raised $750 million, and he's doing very creative initiatives here. He's going to take the $750 million and he's also raising more money. And with that, he's going to go buy and take advantage of. Let me highlight this if I can. I don't know why this is not highlighting, but anyhow, you see the $7.9 billion? That's Mt. Gox. This is an exchange that was hacked back in 2014. And he wants to be able to get this transferred over to him and be able to pay out the $7.9 billion by raising all the money and keep the Bitcoin for themselves. And they will sell it when Bitcoin is $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, because he's paying back all the people that lost their Bitcoin because it was hacked a long time ago. This is too deep. I'm going into too deep about Mt. Gox. You can Google it and learn what happened. But effectively, he is getting very creative and trying to get access to the 75,000, or was it 95,000 Bitcoin that was hacked. And it was recovered. And he's willing to give the money back to people who lost, but hold on to the Bitcoin. So it's quite interesting what he's doing. A couple more slides. So here's the next one. If I can come down, this is South Korean president. He is a huge Bitcoin ally, and he has promised to take South Korea to the next level, to be able to nationalize and create stablecoin as well as buy Bitcoin for the country. And if you scroll down, read the article, Lee wants pension funds in crypto and spot ETFs to legalize. Guys, they're all front running us. And I don't like to be front run. And I'm bringing these to your attention. So hopefully you understand. You will do your own research and see if you want to buy Bitcoin. This is not financial advice. This is what I read every day. I just want to bring all this content to you. One more interesting article, if I may share this with you, which has to do with Americans like you and me. We are buying more Bitcoin. This is good news, but not enough Americans and not enough population around the world are doing this. More Americans bought Bitcoin than they bought gold. 49.6 million Americans have Bitcoin right now, which is great. But the even better news, guys, before you get front run, this is what I want to highlight for you. Let me scroll down and look at this line right here. I think I can highlight this. Yeah. Do you see that? 1% of 401k. By the way, 401k is opening up where they will allow you to buy Bitcoin inside of 401k. This is an American instrument for employees working for companies that right now under 401k, there is $8.9 trillion is inside of 401k invested in various investments. If you took 1% of that and moved it over to Bitcoin, which would be $89 billion worth of Bitcoin. Do you know, at today's price, that would be 850 million Bitcoin that you would take it out of circulation. Guys, there's only 21 million Bitcoin. They're buying 850 million. US government wants to buy 1 million. South Korea wants to buy. Donald Trump wants to buy. Cantor Fitzgerald wants to buy. 21 Capital wants to buy. MicroStrategy wants to buy. On and on and on. There are 2, 3, 400 companies already buying Bitcoin. BlackRock is buying. What do you think is going to happen to the price of Bitcoin? So I just wanted to end with these, that it's good to see that Americans are buying Bitcoin. but I don't think enough people have enough knowledge about what is happening underneath them. So, guys, FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt is part of market manipulation. I truly believe the price of Bitcoin is being held down while all these big guys are buying every day. So, do your own research and see what you can do. If you liked this video, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up or a like for this video. And please comment. Comment on the video or comment or send me a DM at Crypto Polaris 21. And I look forward to chatting with you. Have a great night. Take care. Bye bye.